Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reviewing Quintus Prime from the Studio Series Age of the Primes toy line. I'm very excited to do this one because while he does have a few issues, he's pretty cool overall. So let's get into it. So based off of visuals alone, this guy's details and overall look is personally one of my favorites in the Age of the Primes line, for the Primes anyways. He is, in case you guys didn't know, his alternate form is kind of based off a squid, as you can tell by, his, I guess it's like a skirt almost, skirt piece. Like I was talking about earlier, part of his problems is because of this skirt piece, because, it really limits his leg movement right there. And obviously, you can make it go out like this. And then you get some more movement in there. But overall, I think this is one of those figures you're kind of just going to want to set up somewhere on a shelf. Other than that, he's also got what appears to be a second pair of arms, which is pretty cool. Though they do get in the way very often. But I'm sure by the way y'all saw I was posing them, I made it work. A lot of the time, if you don't want to really display this, people will just take it and set it behind his back like this. See, there you go. And then it's like they're not even there. So that's pretty nice. And then, if we turn him around, as I'm sure some of you know, if y'all know about the Age of the Primes, figures, they all have a relic. And this guy's right here. Sits in his back, and it makes it look like there's a light in his chest right there. So there's that. You can make him hold it if you want. Which, I mean, personally, I just like to keep it in there. I think that's what looks best. But, set it up however you want to. You're the one that spent the money on it. Am I right? So, getting into articulation, he's pretty well articulated in the arms. As you can see, his shoulders go all the way up like that. And then you can throw his arms up real far. Pretty nice. We've got about it's almost a perfect 90-degree angle at his elbow. So that's pretty nice. His wrist is on a swivel right there. Not my favorite, but I mean, it definitely gets the job done. And then these arms right here, they swivel on the waist area. And then they have the hinge. And then if we pick up his skirt, which are there, all these pieces are on hinges. We've got a nice knee bend. Again, about a 90-degree angle. His leg comes out like this. You can spin it like that. And then going down to his feet, he's got pretty good ankle rotation and posability. So that's always nice. Can definitely hit some pretty nice poses with him if you know what you're doing, how to do it. Here is his alternate vehicle form, which is a spaceship that is meant to look like a squid. So that's pretty cool. As you can see, it uses the skirt piece as like the tentacles, and then those parts on his arm ended up being the top of the head. So that's pretty cool. As you can see, it's pretty cool in my opinion. I think this one looks nice. It is one of the worst ones in the line, but if y'all have seen the Quintus Prime that came out about a month or two ago, this one, it looks a lot better. It's very creative too, so I do appreciate that. Overall, it is pretty easy to transform. I'll show a video of me untransforming it here in sped up, just so y'all can get an idea of how to do it. Pretty quick transformation. It is it's definitely nice. Now I wanted to compare his height for y'all to Quintus Prime, which is the other Prime I reviewed on my channel a couple months ago. And this is about their height. They did cost about the same amount of money. They're about $27 a piece. So it's definitely pricey. It really has gotten expensive over the years, but if you are willing to pay the price, I think they're pretty neat, especially these Age of the Prime figures. As you can see, he's slightly taller than Quintus Prime here. So, yeah, that's the review. So, what do I think about Quintus Prime? Do I think he is worth it for the $27? Well, if you look at what he came with, he definitely didn't come with a lot. It's just him and his piece in here, his relic. So you're not going to be getting a lot of accessories. But for a figure that looks like this, as long as you're looking for something to be a shelf warmer and not so much something to mess around with all the time, I think he's perfect for it. Overall, I'd say he is worth it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the review. See you guys next time.